What up, folks? Cajun Blaze here. Today I'm going to be cleaning my gun. This is my Glock 23. This is the one I took to Barney's yesterday and brought to the firing range. But before we do that, I'm going to cut the tip off this cigar here and get us a little fine cigar lit up. Just need to barely cut the little tip off the top. This is the Rocky Patel Corojo Especial. Man, you can get that for a good price, not too expensive. Got that over at Cigar Cove, right there in Broussard, Louisiana. Old Dupe has a fine selection of cigars, and it's right across the street from my house. Not far at all. Not far at all. So how you guys been doing? Went to the shooting range yesterday at Barney's. That's where indoor fun begins, right there at Barney's. And practice. Got a little practice with my Glock and my Beretta. I'm gonna clean my Glock today. My Beretta's still in my truck, so we'll clean that at a later date. Go ahead and take the magazine out. You always want to make sure you take the magazine out. And I know there's nothing in the chamber because I already checked, but you always want to pull that slide back and make sure before you clean the gun. A lot of accidents happen because people start cleaning weapons and they think it's empty and it's not, and then they'll have an accidental discharge. So you always want to make sure your weapon is clear, nothing in the chamber. Point in a safe direction, pull the trigger for the Glock, take your hand up here, grab the top of the slide, pull down on these side pins. You got two little side pins on each side. You want to pull back a little bit on your slide, pull down on the pins and release it. Your slide comes off. Very easy. Not as easy as the Beretta 92 SF or the M9, but very easy. Take your guide rod and your retention spring out, and then you pull your barrel right out of there. This is the Glock 23, so the barrel is chambered in 40 caliber, 40 SNW. So what I do first is I use Ballistol. I picked this up at Lafayette Shooters, where outdoor fun begins, and I'll spray down my barrel real good. Let that soak first. Give it a good, generous coating. This is my supplies are in my cigar box. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the lid. It's a little windy out here. And then what I'll do is I won't really spray my my handle, my grip piece down too much. I will spray the inside of the slide, just not a lot where the firing pin is. And you know, if you once your toothbrush wears out, you save your little toothbrushes and you use that to clean your guns. When your toothbrush gets old, or you can go to the dollar store and buy a whole pack for like $1. You don't have to buy those big wire brushes for cleaning your guns. It's not necessary. So we had fun at the range. Went to Barney's, and I got 2 targets. I only ended up shooting 1 target because I brought some of those shoot and see stickers, and I just what I do is I like to place those stickers on there after I've shot a couple times, and continue to reshoot the same target with a different sticker. And for my eyes, those shoot and see targets definitely make it easy to see where you're shooting. Sometimes those black silhouette targets, from a distance, at least with me, inside especially, well, I guess outside too, but an indoor shooting range, it's not really the best light, and sometimes it's hard to see where that hole is until you get it up close to you. But with the shoot and see targets, it changes colors, and you definitely got a better chance of seeing. So then, even though I got some oil and cleaner from that ballistol on my toothbrush here, my cleaning brush, and what I'll do is I'll just hit the pistol grip, kind of clean it on here. And I love the fact that Glocks, you don't need a whole lot of oil on them. They're easy to clean, very simple. I got my little my bore brush here already lined up, and I'll run my bore brush through there a couple times. Get that nice and clean. Probably shot about a box of 50 ammo, and I was by myself, so when you're by yourself shooting, it doesn't take long for you to exercise that trigger finger. You can get it exercised pretty quick there when you're shooting by yourself. Now on the other hand, when you're shooting with a bunch of people and you're taking turns, then it takes a little longer. But I love just to be able to slip in there, shoot a couple rounds, and call it a day. And then yesterday, we got a lot of rain yesterday, so after I was done shooting, I was held up. I couldn't make it to my truck because it was pouring down so hard. Crazy. So, do is I'll run that towel through there, that little napkin. And I'll spin it in that inside that barrel. Oh yeah, nice and shiny. And I usually clean my guns every time after I shoot, so they don't really get too dirty. They get a little powder on them, but I keep them pretty clean. If you're going to be a concealed carry person, it's very important that you get out to the range and exercise that muscle memory on your weapon, and definitely get practice. Because no matter how much practice you get, God forbid, but if you ever had to use your weapon, I can imagine your adrenaline and just the heat of the moment would be so intense that definitely practicing is going to help not only accuracy, but it's going to help you with control and restraint. You know, maybe you don't need to fire your weapon. That's always a possibility there. I enjoy the freedom of being able to carry, but I hope to God that situation never arises. As long as if I can go a day and that thing stays in its holster and never moves, that's a good day. I know they got some nuts out there that are they act like police officers, and they're just looking for an excuse to, and those people give people like us a bad name, a bad rap. So get this wiped down. It wasn't hardly dirty at all. Then I'll take my towel. Last thing I'll do is I'll wipe down the pistol grip real good. And I use these little microfiber towels here. They work really well. And we'll put the barrel back into the slide, and it's still got, you can feel there's a film on it, even though I've wiped it down real good. It's kind of coated with the oil. And the last thing I do before I put the slide back on, I'll take this ballistol and I'll just a little shot in the track on my slide, right there at the beginning, and that's all I do for oil in my Glock. After that, I'll wipe it down real good, and that's a wrap, buddy. This thing is clean, ready to go back in the holster. I love this gun. This is my Glock 23, and it really makes for a great carry pistol. It's perfect. I like the trigger on a Glock. I like the size of this Glock. It's not as small as the Glock 27. I used to have the Glock 27 and I sold it, but I have the Glock 23 now that I carry a lot, and I also have the Glock 22, which is also in 40 caliber, and I keep that in my bag. So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful day. The Cajun Blaze always says, not A, not B, but see ya! Y'all take care and have a wonderful day, and we'll holler at you boys and girls a little later.